for our last section today, we'll talk about how to lay the foundation for a small law firm in digital marketing in 2025, focusing on where you can win. First and foremost, we need to talk about the website. In the analogy of marketing or digital marketing as being a machine that delivers revenue opportunity to your business, the website is the engine, right? Traffic and leads, or traffic gets fed in. The website converts that traffic into leads, and the output are revenue opportunities for you and your staff to turn into signed cases. So is your website a brochure or a lead gen machine? And there are use cases for both, and it should be both. So first off, show and tell who you are, what you do, who you do it for. These are critical communications pieces for marketing. They're the basics, right? What are you selling and who are you selling it to? And in order for any site to be effective, it needs to have that sort of level of basic communication, making sure that the prospect knows what you do and that you can help them with their problem. Now, the machine side of it, again, SEO, PPC, your other marketing channels, they provide the fuel. The website is the engine, and the output are those revenue opportunities. The key elements that we want to focus on when we talk about making sure that the website can serve both purposes, we want to have that social proof there. Verdicts, judgments, reviews, and testimonials are huge, both for people who are validating what they've heard elsewhere about your services, and for net new folks who come in looking for a generic personal injury attorney or criminal defense attorney, etc. You also want to look and feel that aligns with your brand. Someone who practices collaborative divorce mediation, ADR, something like that, is going to have a much different look and feel to the website than someone who practices DUI, DWI defense. There's a need to create urgency with DWI. That person has either recently been released from jail or is perhaps in a holding cell with their phone trying to research attorneys. Somebody who is looking at, for example, divorce mediation, it's a little bit of a longer road, or estate planning, things like that. The messages that you want to send visually are going to be different. No matter what look and feel, the big piece that you need is for the website to be conversion optimized. And what that means is that we want to eliminate friction in terms of people calling or contacting your firm. We want to have phone numbers prominently displayed everywhere. You want to have contact forms available and access to those forms easily. I personally don't like the ubiquitous pop-up chat widgets that are on a lot of law firm websites. I think that it clutters things up and makes it difficult, particularly on mobile, to maneuver around the site. So that to me adds friction as opposed to reducing it. But maybe there's data that shows the opposite. Either way, what we're really after, right, in terms of conversion optimization is reducing the friction experienced by people who are visiting your site where they're trying to contact you. Okay. The second big piece of the foundation is ensuring that you're making the most of your home field advantage. Law firms, small law firms like yours, are local businesses. The thing that you must remember is, and that we talked about a little bit earlier, Google is still going to be the go-to discovery engine for local businesses. I don't care if you are selling pancakes, produce, or air purifiers. If it's somebody looking for a local business that can help them out, Google's the place that they're going to look. Next up is LSAs. LSAs can be an effective way to generate leads for supported practice areas, but they don't niche down quite as well as generic PPC. And what I mean by that is for example, estate planning attorneys or estate litigation attorneys. If you use LSAs, the platform is not going to make the distinction between estate planning and estate litigation. you're going to get a lot of the wrong kinds of cases. And Google is going to call those qualified leads, and you're going to get billed for them. So if you are in a supported practice area, there are a lot of benefits. You get the top real estate. You can see in the graphic to the right here, you're at the very top of the page. And not only that, and this works kind of well, which is a little bit freaky for Google, at least for the time being. If the lead isn't qualified, meaning if it is a lead unrelated to your practice area or not in your service area, you won't be billed for it. And Google will just refund you automatically, and you don't really have to worry about it. So that's kind of nice. Another piece of home field advantage, it takes, on the SEO side, and I should have specified this in the bullet, but it takes less investment in content and in backlinks, or in content and domain authority, to rank in local results. Meaning that if you optimize your Google business profile and create some strong local signals, you can still rank in local SEO because it's a separate algorithm than or the typical organic results. Finally, the big part here, and we know this from feedback from clients over many years, is that leads from local SEO are typically much higher quality than leads from other sources. So again, make sure that you're making the most of your home field advantage. Make sure you're performing well close to your home base. I included this slide because, well, for a number of reasons. Going back to the previous slide, these are the highest quality leads that many of our clients get from SEO. And these are optimizations that are all typically off of your website, other than making sure that your name, address, and phone number on the website are correct. You know, a lot of these things for these ranking factors are influenced by exterior sort of signals. So Google business profile, exterior, make sure that it's optimized, work with someone who can help you optimize. Proximity to searcher, local SEO is great because for local searches, it's going to give priority to those businesses that are in the area. Local citations and NAP consistency. Local directory listings are really going to help you out here. The biggest one that you could possibly spend time and effort on is reviews and ratings. You want the highest possible reviews, scores, and ratings across platforms. You want to make sure that you're soliciting reviews and responding to reviews, as those are not only huge signals for local SEO, but they actually help with LSA visibility as well. Pro tip. So in 2025, things to keep doing. Ensure that your content is current with respect to form and substance. Content is still king. Google ranks web pages. So make sure that you are still updating content, ensuring that it looks the way that it should in 2025 and that it's easily digestible. Seek out backlinks from reputable, relevant websites. Backlinks are still a thing. You still have to go out and find them or hire someone to do it for you. Balancing the cost of SEO and PPC to maximize the number of qualified leads. There is a very sophisticated way to do this. I recommend that you contact JurisPage to learn more. And finally, publish content to relevant social media. If you have a social media page, you might as well use it. Reproduce your content, show it out to the different audience. Search and social media are going to be two vastly different audiences. If it makes sense for you to post to Facebook, why not? So what to start doing? Redesign or rework your website to reduce friction in the conversion process. That should be number one. Frankly, you might need some outside help with this unless you have some secret design chops, but it's going to be the single best decision because you're going to make the most of the traffic that you do get to the website. Second, investigate whether LSAs, less flexibility in targeting, better position, or traditional PPC, just all around better targeting, make more sense for your business. Solicit reviews, respond to reviews, incorporate reviews into your website. And finally, measure the success of all your efforts, old and new, to determine what your cost per case is for each channel that you're going to invest in. The takeaway: leverage that data, leverage the information that you gather over the course of the year to drive your strategy for next year. Summing it up, the big question was, how can small local law firms with comparatively small budgets organize, prioritize, and execute their digital marketing plans to full effect? And the answer in 3 parts. 1, develop a marketing plan. 2, stay focused on what works now. Don't chase the shiny thing. And 3, prioritize those channels where you have won or can win.